work smarter, not harder. I don't know a better way to say it, but work smarter, not harder. I often say that we have goals and dreams and ambitions and things that we want to accomplish. And in order for us to get there, we have to work smarter, not harder. Remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker, right? So there was a case study done on a group of individuals that represented the average American society, right? And what the researchers determined is out of that group, only 20% of that group actually set goals. They actually established their goals, right? Now, out of the case study, once again, only 6% actually achieved their goals. So you are not alone. Hey, 94% of the group did not achieve a goal. I don't know if we want to be in that group, you know what I mean? But only 6% achieved their goals. Now let's take this just a little bit further. This case study also showed that 3% of the entire group, they actually did something different. They wrote their goals down. So out of this group, just a quick recap, only 20% actually established their goals, 6% actually achieved it, okay, and 3% actually wrote their goals down. Now the difference is 20 years later, after that initial case study, that percentage, that 3% that wrote their goals down, they were earning on average 20 times more. Let me backtrack, I done jumped it up, 10 times more. So it's 20 years later, but they're earning 10 times more than the remainder of the group simply by writing down their goals. So I say once again, work smarter, not harder. If you want to be in that single digit percentage, that small digit percentage of success, we got to start by writing down our goals. We have to work smarter, not harder. Now I want you all to take the time to look into this more, but there's something known as SMART goals, which many of us are familiar with. When it deals with a SMART goal, it's specific, it's measurable, it's actionable, it's realistic, and it's time bound. That's what makes it a SMART goal. For example, I'm on my fitness journey. Today's day 394. I've been running a mile every single day, and I have a goal that I'll be announcing a little bit later, but I'm getting closer. But my goal could be I will lose 25 pounds within 6 months. You see, I gave a time frame and I was specific, and that's realistic. You could lose 25 pounds in 6 months. It may not be easy, but it definitely can be done, especially when we're working smarter, not harder. Maybe you want to pay off a $3,000 credit card bill by next August. Once again, we have that time frame. We have something that could be realistic. This is not a wish list. It is our intentions to accomplish whatever it is that we set out. We have to work smarter, not harder. Remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. There was a movie named Finding Nemo that I thought about, right? And I'm gonna tell you why I thought about it. One of my favorite podcasts that I've been listening to, it's a husband and wife, and the husband was saying how he went swimming out by Jamaica, and this part of Jamaica where they have Rick's Cafe. So he was on a boat with his wife and some other people, and pride got in the way. That's a whole nother story. But there were 3 couples on the boat, and 2 of the husbands jumped off the boat and they swam into shore, and he also jumped off the boat shortly after because he felt like his ego was in play. And when he looked up, he saw that that the other 2 guys were already there, and he struggled, he cramped up, but he finally got there, and then it came time to turn back around and swim back. And he really thought he couldn't make it. But he stuck it out. I mean, his wife almost started to panic. And then when he got back on the boat, he spoke to the guys on the boat. He was just like, man, he felt that he was in the best shape because at the time he was actually in the NFL. So he felt that he was in way better shape than them. But then they said, why did you swim above water? He's like, what do you mean? They said, when you swim in, there's actually a current. So when you swim above water, because the water is going on and hitting on the rocks, and it's reflecting back, coming back towards. So it's like a current pushing back. However, if you had swam more underwater, the current would actually push you, and that's actually how they got in faster. And on the way back, they swam above water, and that's one thing that he realized as well. He was cramping up and so tight as he swam back initially, he just started to float on his back, and he realized before he knew it, the current was pulling him out to the boat. That's an example of working smarter, not harder. And I mentioned Finding Nemo because there was a scene with the turtles. It was similar to that where there was that water current, and the turtles, they jumped in and they followed the current, And once again, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. There really is a current like that around Australia where Finding Nemo, the cartoon, was supposed to be based out of. It's not a narrow stream. It's actually 62 miles wide and about a mile deep, but the same concept. If there are certain things that we know are established that could help us move, help us accelerate towards whatever we want to accomplish, let's do it. Let's work smarter, not harder. If only 6% of our society actually achieves goals, but 3% write their goals down, and they have been shown over a period of time to have earning 10 times more. And of course, this could go beyond finance. It could be towards fitness. It could be towards mental health. It could be going towards whatever. But if we actually really write it down and follow the basic concept of a SMART goal, you're gonna be achieving something so amazing. Remember, I'm a teacher, not a speaker. Have that amazing day.